Hey there friends, thanks for checking in. A couple weeks ago I made a video called Donald Trump on Guns where I gave my thoughts and opinions as to where Trump stands on guns. I had many people ask me, are you a one-issue voter? Is that all you care about is guns, guns, guns? Well, no, I'm not a one-issue voter, but I happen to run a gun channel and I think it's only appropriate that I talk about where the candidates stand on the gun issue. I'm not going to talk about global warming, although I do have very strong opinions about that. Trump himself says that Hillary Rotten Clinton is out to abolish the Second Amendment. And so I'm wondering, is that true? So I researched a little bit, and you really don't have to go far to find on her website, she has a whole section on all the infringements that she wants to make on our freedoms in regard to the Second Amendment. So I picked out a couple I thought you may find interesting. The first one is that she wants to make straw purchases of a firearm a federal crime. Now this lady is a graduate of a law school. So somebody needs to tell Felony Clinton that a straw purchase of a firearm is already a federal crime. I'm not sure where she's going with it. It sounds like, typical campaign speech. We're going to make this a felony crime. And get people saying, yeah, that's right, make it a felony crime. It already is felony, Clinton. I can't believe you don't know that. It's actually quite embarrassing. Secondly, is that it says Felony Clinton will work to keep assault weapons off our streets and supports reinstating the assault weapons ban. Now here we're talking about another ban. Ban this, ban that. If it has an expanding stock, ban it. If it has a pistol grip, ban it. If it has a muzzle brake, ban it. We don't need assault weapons. And part of the rationale is, it creates a danger for our law enforcement officers. Well, if that were true, don't you think that the leaders in law enforcement would say, you know what, we really need to ban this. It's getting real dangerous out there. I haven't heard that at all. Actually, I've heard quite the opposite. People of law enforcement saying, you know what, this really isn't a problem. This is typical politics as usual. And Hillary Rotten Clinton and her husband are pros at the political game. They can't even define what an assault weapon is. It sounds very violent, so expect to hear more of that in the future. It also says that Felony Clinton will lead the charge to repeal the so-called Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act, a dangerous law that prevents victims of gun violence from holding negligent manufacturers and dealers accountable for violence perpetrated with their guns. You know what that means? That means that she wants the ability to sue them. So if somebody legally buys a firearm and they happen to use that in a crime, even though they met all the qualifications of the state, if they use that in a crime, sue the gun store. Sue the manufacturer. Sue them all. Put them out of business. Just sue them because they're at fault. Even though there was a product that had a price tag, somebody purchased that product, paid tax on it, she still wants to sue the people in the business. That's unbelievable. And it goes to show you that these people who are career politicians really don't know anything about the private sector and running a business. They know how to run campaigns. They really don't know how to run a business. Here's another one. Tighten the gun show and internet sales loopholes. Now, you would think somebody'd hear that and they'd say, that's right, we need to tighten those loopholes. These loopholes don't exist. If you ever go to purchase a gun online, it has to be shipped to a FFL in your state, a federal firearms license dealer. Upon picking up that firearm, you have to meet all the qualifications of that state. What loophole is there? They can't ship it to your house. You can't drive across state lines and just go pick up a gun and bring it back and say, woohoo, I got this illegal gun. It doesn't happen. There is no loophole. In regards to gun shows, I keep hearing about these gun shows and these evil people are just breaking the law. I've been to hundreds, if not thousands, of gun shows. I've seen people there of integrity, people that are compliant with the state law, people that meet all the requirements before and after a transaction has taken place. And yet, these politicians, especially Felony Clinton, she is out to make them to be criminals. You're in a gun show? Well, you're participating in a gun show loophole. It's really unbelievable. And then last one that I came up with, there are many more, support legislation to stop domestic abusers from buying and possessing guns. Now you'd say, yeah, we don't want domestic abusers buying and possessing guns, right? I mean, that sounds right. I mean, they call it common sense. Well, here we go. Although federal law generally prohibits domestic abusers from purchasing and possessing guns, once again, it's already in the federal law, this protection does not apply to people in dating relationships. Now, you know, if you're in a dating relationship and your ex is upset with you, they could simply make a phone call. They could categorize you as a stalker. They could say, you know what, this person keeps texting me and, you know, I'm no longer comfortable. Well, according to Felony Clinton, you should no longer be able to protect yourself with a firearm because you are now deemed a stalker because you are in a dating relationship that may have ended. You're an abuser. You're a stalker. You're a real bad person, according to Hillary Rotten Clinton. Therefore, we're going to go after them. You know, isn't it funny? They say this is common sense. Therefore, we're going to go after them. Well, let me back up what I said originally. Is it true that Hillary Rotten Clinton is out to abolish the Second Amendment? The answer is absolutely yes. And I tell you what, if you're a pro-A2 person, this is not the candidate for you. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.